Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another Steven Universe review. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Season 5, Episode 17, Can't Go Back. Now, I know there were technically 2 episodes released on the same day, and while they do actually fit together pretty nicely, not as good as, like, say, Mirror and Ocean Gym or something like that, or, well, yeah. I'm actually going to review them separately, mostly for a pacing thing. You'll see when we get to part 2 how I broke it up and why I broke it up the way I did, because callbacks. But we're just going to do Can't Go Back in this part, and I feel like after what happens in the next episode, which the video should be up either at the same time or within like 30 minutes of it. It depends on how long it takes to edit. But what happens in A Single Pale Rose has proven to completely overshadow this episode, and I see why. And not to give it away early, but I have completely opposite feelings on this episode as I do of Single Pale Rose. Yeah. I still recommend watching both of them, especially if you don't want to be spoiled. Watch both of these episodes and then come back and watch the videos, especially A Single Pale Rose, because it's kind of big. Yes, so go do that and then come back and yeah. So, Can't Go Back, let's just get into it. It starts off, Ronaldo's banging on Steven's door, telling him to wake up, and I still find Ronaldo annoying, but I feel like we're at a point where the show also finds him annoying as well, because everyone in universe, because he's been bugging people about stuff he keeps finding in space, and I kind of get it. But he finds on the moon, he finds the moon base thingy, but he asks why it's shaped like a barn, and we find out Lapis has dropped the barn on the moon. So Steven goes out, and he goes up to the moon to find it, and Lapis isn't there, and he's like, what? Why is this here? Didn't she, like, leave the galaxy or whatever? Reasonable question. And he goes up, back to the moon base, and on the second floor, remember that orb we saw? God, was that... When was that? That was the Peridot arc, I think? God, it's been that long. We finally figure out what it does. A bunch of people predicted this. It's a map of the planet Earth, and you can move it to see different parts of the Earth, so that way diamonds can absorb the planet. That makes sense. I get that. Okay, cool, fine. And we see that Lapis originally left, but she came back because she's lonely, right? And she's been using the orb to spy on them. And yeah, we see her spying on Peridot and all of them, and because she feels bad, because as Steven comes in, greets her and hugs her, she's like, I can't believe you'd actually want to see me again, because she did some pretty horrendous shit. And I called her out, and I and many other people have called her out on it, because it's bullshit. And you know, I was angry. I was willing to admit Lapis is dead. But then we get these scenes, we get the song, Distant Shore, I think it's called, something like that. The first time I heard it, I thought it was whatever, But upon rewatching the episode a few more times, yeah, you know, it's fine. It's a fine song, okay, whatever. I like how they use the imagery here, because, well, it reflects a shadow, even though it's still the room. And you see her sitting amongst them, even though it's the shadow. It's good. The animation on this episode is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of the better animated episodes in this show, admittedly. That's one of the things I will give it. But Steven and Lapis just sit down and talk, looking at the pretty clouds. It kind of, just looking at it as a still image, it's kind of, you know those like videos that go on for like 10 hours that are just like music in the background? I kind of want them sitting there with the clouds rolling for like 10 hours, just on repeat, on loop. I think that would be that'd look just really nice, because this episode is good animation. But in this moment, Lapis admits that, yeah, she's wrong, she did some horrible things. She was so worried about the diamonds destroying her new home that she did it herself. It's good. This is good character development. I'm glad they brought this here. I'm willing to forgive Lapis. They're doing really good. Yes, okay, I had a lot of ill will, but you managed to undo it. Good job, show. Good job. And Steven brings up the idea of moving the barn to the beach, and I'm totally on board with that. I think that makes a lot of sense. I feel like that's a logical step they should bring in. I know my pacing's kind of all over the place here. I'm talking about different scenes at different points, but overall, it was solid up to here. And then Steven falls asleep, and he has a dream about Blue and Yellow talking to Pink about her colony and how Pink's problems with the colony. And you can clearly get the vibe that, okay, in their relationship, the three of them, Blue is the good mom, Yellow is the strict father, but in this scenario, Pink's been complaining and what for so long that Blue's had to be the bad mom, right? She's become the bad cop of the relationship just to get things done. It is this interesting dynamic that from what we see later on and what we're seeing here, how it all builds up. And God, my voice just cracked really bad right there. So it makes sense. And Blue Diamond has the line that, oh, as long as you're here, the colony will just build itself. Keep that in mind. That's an important line. They actually did a great job with... God, this show, man, it does great things sometimes. But then we see Pearl walk up, a Pearl, but, it's our Pearl, or at least that's what Steven thinks, walk up behind Pink Diamond and pull out the sword. Really interesting questions. Okay, fine. You've intrigued me about the next episode. If this wasn't a two-parter, this probably would have annoyed the shit out of me just because, okay, you're leading towards something, now give us some answers, and we would have just been on hiatus for another year and a half. But hey, we'll get to the hiatus later on. Sometimes it's good to finally give some answers. And then Steven wakes up and he's freaking out about his dream, and he tells Lapis it was about the diamonds, and she starts freaking out because she thinks the diamonds are coming, and she doesn't know what the dream means, and there's this big misunderstanding about what's actually going on, and Lapis is like, no, I can't go back. This isn't going to work. I thought I was ready. I'm not. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. Oh my God, you were so close. I was on board. I was ready to forgive her. You had done everything right. This episode was great. I would have loved it. And I actually had a cup in my hand at the time, and I just threw it across the room when this happened. Like, I was so fucking pissed because they were so close. They took a character I liked, and throughout the show, ever since they introduced her in Mirror and Ocean Gym, I liked Lapis. And then over the course of the show, they just fucking ruined her. And at this moment, I was finally willing to forgive her. And much like the other characters probably would, I was totally on board. And then in a single fucking scene, they ruined it and they set it back to point one. God damn it, I fucking hate this episode because of it. It's really good up until that point. Up until the ending, this is a great episode. But the ending just fucking kills it. Because we get all this good character development just for it to revert in the final moments because of a misunderstanding. Oh my fucking God. I wanted to, I can't do it. Nope, I hate this episode. It's fucking trash because of the ending. The ending kills it for me. And I know some people are gonna argue that the other way, that the 80% of the episode that is good makes up for the part that isn't, but no. I can see your way. You can have your way, but the ending ruins it. It really does. It's just... God damn it. There are people who are saying, hopefully we'll never see her again. And well, I know we will. I'm kind of in the same boat. No, we gave her chance, and she fucking squandered it multiple times now. Steven, learn a goddamn lesson. Beef beyond forgiving. This is a straw that should break a camel's back. Then again, at the same point, Steven forgave Kevin, his ultimate archenemy, even more than White Diamond in some ways, so fuck it. Who knows? Who knows? And that's where the episode ends, with Lapis flying away. Whoop-de-fucking-do. God damn it. We're so close. We were so close. Nope. And of course, it's all the title calls it. Can't go back. God damn it. God damn it. Assuming it's up, go watch the next video. Yeah, have fun. That one's gonna be a lot more positive, like I said. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time. Peace.